నారా చంద్రబాబు నాయుడు అనే నేను we want to give timely relief for every individual.
Welcome to our special coverage on Times Network, marking 100 days of Chandrababu Naidu government here in Andhra Pradesh. In the first 100 days, we've seen how Chandrababu Naidu has made significant strides, be it in education sector, infrastructure, social welfare and economic development. Notably, he also relaunched the Anna canteens, enhanced pensions and also initiated some of the crucial projects such as the Pollavaram irrigation project, and let's not forget the revival of Amaravati. However, just in the first 100 days, he was faced with one of the most unprecedented floods which affected lakhs of people. Several pockets here across Andhra Pradesh were under deep waters. Now, to give us more in-depth into how the government mitigated the floods, let's turn to my colleague Soumit. Over to you, Soumit.
Well, the biggest challenge in front of the Andhra Pradesh government ever faced, we can say the deadliest cyclone has hit Vijayawada and also, neighboring districts. And these are the worst affected districts in Andhra Pradesh. We can clearly see here, we are right now reporting from Huda Colony. And all these roads, leads to different colonies, including the Prakash Nagar, including Singh Nagar, Jakkampudi Colony, Huda Colony, Rajiv Colony, Prakash Nagar, and several other colonies. Even we can clearly see all these roads, which Vijay has just now showed. All these roads, all these residences, and also neighboring, colonies, they were, seen submerged in water. Even here we can see, this is the layout. All these residences were submerged in water. Few of the local residents are here. Sir, you please tell me, what was your residence, what was your situation when your residence submerged in water?
So I am a resident of this area, Huda Colony. I am president of this Huda Colony. Residents Association. So we have faced a lot of hell-like situation. It was about 78 feet water. It was there for 5 days completely, and we couldn't get even electricity, water, everything for 3 days. So by the grace of God, government has taken very initiation, and from the third onwards, we could able to get some water అండ్ ఫుడ్ ఐటమ్స్ లైక్ దట్.
నా పేరు కోటమరాజు అండి. ఇక్కడ నేను ఆర్ఎంపీ డాక్టర్గా పనిచేస్తున్నాను. మాది మందుల షాపు శ్రీ మాలతి మెడికల్ అండ్ ఫ్యాన్సీ. లోపల కూడా వచ్చేసినాయండి. వచ్చిన తర్వాత మొత్తం సామాన్ మొత్తం తడిసిపోయిన తర్వాత ఇవన్నీ క్లీన్ చేసి ఇచ్చేసాము. తర్వాత వీళ్ళు మా నాయకులు కానీ లోకల్లో ఉన్న వాళ్ళు కానీ సీఎం సార్ కానీ వీళ్ళందరూ వచ్చి మంచిగా పరీక్షించారు. వీళ్ళందరూ ట్రాక్టర్ల మీద తిరిగి పాలు కానీ తర్వాత ఫుడ్ గానీ అన్ని అరేంజ్మెంట్లు మంచిగా చేశారండి.
మీరు చెప్పండి, ఎలా ఉండే సిచ్యువేషన్ ఇక్కడ?
చాలా చాలా క్రిటికల్ పొజిషన్. లాస్ట్ అండ్ 3 days వాటర్, ఫుల్ వాటర్, 8 feet. ప్రస్తుతానికైతే గవర్నమెంట్ నుంచి బాగానే వాటర్ కానీ ఫుడ్ సప్లై కానీ మొత్తం అందరికీ చాలా ఎక్కువగా ఇచ్చారు. చాలా బాగా చూశారు. మొత్తం ప్రభుత్వం మాత్రం చాలా బాగా చూసింది.
చంద్రబాబు గారు జేసీబీలో వచ్చి నడుములోతు వాటర్లో దిగి ఎప్పుడైతే వెళ్ళారో అది చూసిన టీడీపీ కార్యకర్తలు కానీ నాయకులు కానీ 10 రెట్లు ఉత్సాహంగా పనిచేశారండి. దొంగల భయం ఉందని చెప్పి చంద్రబాబు గారు ఒక మాట చెప్పి కరెంటు కూడా ఇప్పించారండి. అంత బాగా చేశారండి.
అంటే ఫుడ్ వాటర్ ఇవ్వడానికి
అయితే అసలు బ్రహ్మాండంగా అండి. ప్రతి ఒక్కరు కూడా ఎవరికి తోచిన సాయం వాళ్ళు చేశారండి. ఎవరికి కూడా ఈ వాటర్ కానీ ఫుడ్ కానీ ఇబ్బంది లేకుండా బాగా చేశారు సార్.
How would you like to respond? How would you like to explain the ordeal?
Yeah, so regarding this recent floods, I think it is one of the unheard scale of operations what we have done till now. So we were all practically clueless because this was not unheard before, nor the administration nor the public were aware that such large scale things would happen. However, once got to know the information. Honorable Chief Minister and also all the ministers and all the senior officers rushed into Vijayawada. We used to have regular meetings. Everybody rushed in.
And also Chief Minister himself was staying at the collectorate, and he was seen even working night at 2.
Absolutely. So for my experience, this is the first time I've seen Honorable CM staying overnight, and he stayed almost 10 to 12 days in collectorate reviewing all of us day in and day out. Almost every day, evening we had meetings, morning till evenings, and even till night, 2 o'clock, Honorable CM was having a tour across the areas, taking stock of situation.
And finally, restoration measures was very crucial.
As per the instructions of the government, we had to get around 7,000 to 8,000 people deputed from other districts. So other districts people came, sanitation workers, along with the corporation staff. A massive exercise was taken to clear the roads, mainly cleaning the roads, clearing the drains, and also picking the garbage.
100 days of Chandrababu Naidu's governance, several achievements, challenges, and several other things. So, DSC, one of the major promise. How do you want to describe these 100 days and the achievements?
People are calling this government, they're saying, Idi Manchi Prabhutvam. So, in English, if you translate it, it means, this is a good government. After seeing the tyranny of Jagan Reddy for 5 years, now they are saying, yes, we've got a good government now in Andhra Pradesh.
So basically TDP has did far better than the previous YSRCP government?
Absolutely. That is the reason why, see, today, Mr. Naidu and all the ministers, they're going door to door. If we have not done anything, how can we, can we dare to go door to door?
Even about Amaravati?
Yes, Amaravati, we've got 15,000 crore as grant, thanks to Mr. Narendra Modi. We've got 12,500 crores for Polavaram. Again, thanks to the Honorable Prime Minister.
आंध्र प्रदेश ने बाढ़ बारिश का भयानक कहर झेला, पर इस बड़ी आपदा में कभी न थकने, कभी न रुकने और कभी न झुकने वाली कहानी भी सामने आई। आंध्र प्रदेश की सरकार ने बाढ़ प्रभावित इलाकों के लिए युद्ध स्तर पर काम किया। चंद्रबाबू नायडू सरकार ने ये सुनिश्चित किया कि उनके राज्य का कोई व्यक्ति भूखा ना रहे। दोबारा शुरू हुई अन्ना कैंटीन की सुविधा आज कई लोगों के जीवन के लिए बेहद जरूरी बन गई है।
Sultry morning right here in Vijayawada. We are outside a bustling Anna canteen, one of the pet projects of Chief Minister Chandrababu Naidu. Now we're going to get into this Anna canteen, try to talk to people, gauge the public mood, and also how the government has in fact paid attention of reviving such institutions which was not operational in the last 5 years. And we're going to get the sumptuous meal and also chat with the people right here in Vijayawada, which is in Krishna Lanka. Let's get in. So I'm here at the counter. I'm going to take a the ticket here, the token, and it's 5 rupees per meal, and that's what it's been always like. And what we see here is the crowd that's trickling in. It's over 300. So let me buy it my token and then go have this meal with the people here. 2 tokens. All right. So I have an option. In fact, there is a menu which is a set menu for the week. If I could also ask my camera person to come to get inside and pan over here. So you see, right, this is the Anna Canteen food menu. It talks about on a Monday they provide us with idli, sambar, chutney and pudding. So today is Friday. Again, we have the similar kind of food that's been provided. So I will try and get into the queue here. This is where the food that's been provided, and as you see, affordable meals for all those who have come in here to enjoy that delicious meal. So this is my breakfast for today here at Anna Canteen here in Vijayawada. I have 2 idlis on my plate. There is upma. I see there is sambar and also chutney puri, which they say. I'm enjoying this meal with the regulars here at this very Anna canteen. Let's also try and find out that what really brings back these people to Anna canteen, which was not in operation for the last 5 years.
अच्छा है, खाना है, नाश्ता भी अच्छे, सब अच्छे से, सब देना भी अच्छे से। 5 रुपए क्या मिलता है जैसे ए टाइम में, वो सब अच्छा है।
अरे 5 साल के बाद फिर अन्ना कैंटीन ओपन करे के बाद 4 बार 5 बार तक आ गया इधर है, अच्छा लगता है।
For 5 rupees, you have quite a lot of food served.
Is this your first time?
This is the first time I'm eating in Anna canteen. Okay.
What do you think?
So it's quite nice. I can see that it's a complete meal for 5 rupees.
Now I'm going to enjoy this meal. Let's try and move into the next table here. You look like you're enjoying your meal, but if you can tell me, what do you think about the government that's revived Anna canteens? You did not have Anna canteens for 5 years, but now how do you feel?
My name is Mallikarjun. I am studying B.Ed. So I can't spend more money for studies. So I did not even write food or at right time. So in this time, I have opportunity in Anna canteen with 5 rupees. టిఫిన్ అండ్ డిన్నర్ అండ్ లంచ్.
క్యాంటీన్లో అన్నం ఫుడ్ బాగానే ఉంది. 5 రూపాయలైనా అన్నం బాగానే పెడుతున్నారు, బాగానే ఉంది. టిఫిన్ కూడా బాగానే ఉంది.
You have people here who are regulars, but what we also understand is that, the crowd that starts to trickling in after 7:30 a.m. sometimes goes more than 350 is what we understand. But after speaking to the people over here, now what we're going to do is also try and, talk to the people right behind this. That is, those who serve, the customers here, those who actually cook the food and at least provide the food for the people who come in here. They have been doing a fantastic job. Also, let's try and get, their voices heard.
ఈ క్యాంటీన్ ద్వారా రోజుకి ఉదయం 350 మంది, మధ్యాహ్నం 350 మంది, నైట్ వచ్చేసి డిన్నర్కి 300 మంది, టోటల్గా రోజుకి 1000 మందికి అంటే మనం ఆహారం పెట్టగలుగుతున్నాము. అందుట్లో నేను కూడా ఇన్వాల్వ్ అయ్యాను అనే దానికి నాకు చాలా మనసుప్తిగా ఉందండి. నేను చాలా హ్యాపీగా ఈ సర్వీస్ చేస్తున్నాను.
నేను అన్న క్యాంటీన్లో అన్నం వండుతుంటే నాకు చాలా సంతోషంగా ఉంది.
ఇక్కడ 1000 మంది వరకు వస్తారు. వాళ్ళకి మంచిగా తృప్తిగా నేను కూడా వేస్తాను, వాళ్ళు తృప్తిగా తిని వెళ్తారు. బాగుంది.
What more satisfaction does one get from filling the empty stomachs of the poor? Now that was the statement which was made by Chief Minister Chandrababu Naidu, and that's what he's been doing, in fact feeding the empty stomachs here in Andhra Pradesh. We're talking about where the government, the TDP government, has been feeding over 1 lakh people. Now, it could be anyone for that matter, weaker sections of the society, people from different walks of lives do come into Anna canteens. Now, for example, to talk about this Anna canteen, which is in Krishna Lanka, just about, we had breakfast with the regulars here, with the customers here, and the common citizens. All that they had to say is thank you to the government, because something which they did not experience in the last 5 years is they are having as a saving grace at this moment. And all that they say is that they wish more Anna canteens open up across the state of Andhra Pradesh. And it is not just in the city or suburbs. We also understand that the government plans to open up more, launch over another 100, not just like I pointed out in suburbs or cities, but also in tribal areas.
एक तरफ अन्ना कैंटीन से गरीबों को भरपेट खाने की सुविधा दी गई, तो दूसरी तरफ सरकार ने अपने लोगों का जीवन आसान बनाने के भी प्रयास किए। NTR भरोसा पेंशन स्कीम से हर महीने पेंशन की रकम को 1000 रुपए बढ़ाया गया। विधवाओं से लेकर दिव्यांगों और लाइलाज बीमारियों से पीड़ित लोग इस स्कीम के लाभार्थी बने।
పెన్షన్ వస్తుంది 3000 దగ్గర నుంచి 4000 వరకు వస్తుంది. ఇప్పుడు పెన్షన్ వచ్చిన కాంచి కొంచెం బాగానే ఉంది. మరి నేను పనికి ఏమి చేసుకోలేను, తెచ్చిస్తారండి, సెక్రటరీలు తీసుకొచ్చి ఇంటికే తీసుకొచ్చిస్తారు.
గత గవర్నమెంట్లో 3,000 ఇచ్చేవాళ్ళండి, ఇప్పుడు 6,000 ఇస్తున్నారు. 6,000లో 3,000 ఇంట్లో మెయింటెనెన్స్కి, అది 3,000 రూపాయలు నా ఖర్చులకి వాటికి ఉపయోగించుకుంటున్నా. నాకు 1వ తారీఖు ఫస్ట్ డే 6:36 కల్లా వచ్చి ఇచ్చేసి వెళ్ళిపోతున్నారండి, అమౌంట్ పే చేస్తున్నారు. అది చాలా హ్యాపీగా ఉంది.
నీకు పెన్షన్ వస్తుందా?
వస్తుందండి, వస్తుంది. బాబుకి ఫస్ట్ 3,000 వచ్చాయి, ఇప్పుడు 6,000 వస్తున్నాయి. వాడికి హెల్త్ బాగోదు, దానికి నడవడానికి మెడిసిన్ వాడుతున్నాము. నెక్స్ట్ స్కూల్ ఫీజుకి వాడుతున్నాము.
A vision to create a society free of economic imbalances. In fact, that one particular step taken by Andhra Pradesh Chief Minister Chandrababu Naidu was by enhancing pension. Today, we understand over 63 lakh beneficiaries, receive the revised pension. We also see that at least about 1.25 lakh employees are on ground distributing cash to these beneficiaries. It was clearly, as Mr. Naidu said, it was his conscious decision to curb inflation so that he could help the weaker sections of society lead better lives.
एक और आंध्र प्रदेश के मुख्यमंत्री चंद्रबाबू नायडू जन कल्याण का काम कर रहे हैं, तो दूसरी ओर प्रदेश के एचआरडी मंत्री और सीएम नायडू के बेटे नारा लोकेश लगातार शिक्षा और आईटी के क्षेत्र में काम कर रहे हैं.
In the last 100 days, what have been the transformative measures that your ministry has implemented?
Well, particularly if you look at the entire education department, we are currently creating a data set trying to assess keeping the student as the center of the universe. So the idea is how can we improve the quality of education and based on outcomes. So one part is the infrastructure, the second part is teacher training, but how do I get the entire institution to focus on outcomes? And that's been the first step that we've taken. And in the last 5 years, we've lost a lot of students to the private sector. So the marginalized communities are having to pay a lot more money to the private sector to get good education for the children. I think that's very unfair on the government's part. So the idea is to improve quality and look at it very holistically, involve parents into the entire education process of their child, and definitely fight with the private sector and get our students back and integrate them into the entire government education system.
So reflecting on the initial 100 days, right, do you foresee any challenges in terms of your education sector that we're talking about, or information?
It's great to have CBSE mechanism of examination, but are your teachers equipped? Are your children equipped? Are the parents ready? Because it's everyone are involved. And for me to actually, because I was worried for the fact that 1,000 schools are going to go for CBSE exam, close to 80,000 students are going to appear. And it was very important for me to actually start assessing them, because I was a CBSE student, so I understand the importance of board exams. To my shock, 90% of them failed. So the system is not geared, was not ready. So we had to postpone the decision. So I said, let's start working on systemic interventions now on and take these children on towards that destination in a very phased manner. So these were decisions that we had to really take a hard look at and sort of build things. I truly believe that we are in the right direction, but 100 days is too small for, especially in the education sector. I think a lot more work needs to still go in. I'm working with my entire team. But definitely in 5 years, we'll have an Andhra model, which will be purely based on the outcomes. And we'll be able to put the children of Andhra Pradesh in the right trajectory.
What is it for the future of Andhra Pradesh?
Well, as Mr. Naidu says, we want to be number one in every field. So if you look at every sector, we want Andhra Pradesh to have a very important and formidable role to play. And as a government, we're very outcome focused. And the whole idea is in terms of per capita, today Andhra Pradesh is one of the lowest, is the lowest in South India. And we want to be number one in India. And with that target, and that's 2047. So as Honorable Prime Minister is talking about Vikasit Bharat, Vikasit Andhra Pradesh is a model that we have taken.
लोकेश का फोकस शिक्षा के साथ साथ स्किल डेवलपमेंट और एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप पर है. वो युवाओं को इन क्षेत्रों में आगे बढ़ने के लिए प्रोत्साहित कर रहे हैं ताकि आंध्र प्रदेश का भविष्य सुनहरा बन सके.
We're going to speak to a few students to understand what the skill senses mean to them.
It's been quite impressive. As a students, we want to connect to the industries, like we want a path, and we want a network which is which the employees work over there, and we need a network with communication. Like our faculty is also making the industrial tools like that, and we are making them to ask what are the doubts we have, and also what are the internships regarding that.
With skills, we can acquire job anywhere, like not only in Andhra or in foreign or anywhere. We want a job for.
So we will also go across to the professor here. Can you please tell us about, in terms of this government introducing the skill census, how helpful is it going to be, and do you also give suggestions?
So we ran these courses from the 14 to 19 very effectively, so the people are getting benefited during that course. Like now, the government is initiated to offer the same good courses for the skill-oriented courses.
It also guarantees jobs. You mean?
Sure, because when the government is inviting the more industries, the industry is also looking for the skills people. So in such a scale, like they had to generate the skills. So engineering is one way; it is a platform for that. But we need more skills to get the jobs in the industry. The government is planning in such a way that they fill the gaps for it.
Well, thank you for your insightful conversation with us.
Total investments I am planning 10 lakh crores. 7.5 lakh employment, direct and indirect. Today, Minister has assured 30 lakh crores investment for next 5 years. In that, I'm having an action plan for 10 lakhs, 1/3 investment in Andhra Pradesh. That is our aim. That is our goal. That is our vision. I strongly believe there is one more revolution, that is green energy revolution.
5 साल में 78.50 गीगावाट सोलर एनर्जी के उत्पादन के लक्ष्य के साथ सीएम चंद्रबाबू नायडू रिन्यूएबल एनर्जी के लिए महत्वपूर्ण प्रयास कर रहे हैं। 2029 तक उनका लक्ष्य है कि आंध्र प्रदेश में 10 लाख करोड़ का निवेश लाया जाए। आंध्र प्रदेश के लिए भविष्य की योजनाएं और टारगेट क्या हैं, वो देखिए। 2029 तक 10 लाख करोड़ रुपए के निवेश लाना, 7.5 लाख रोजगार पैदा करना, 5 साल में 78.50 गीगावाट सोलर एनर्जी का उत्पादन करना, 26 मॉडल सोलर गांव बनाना।
So basically, Subbu asked me why you are investing so heavily in Andhra in renewable energy sector. So before I give a long answer to him, I have a short answer. Today, entire day, Honorable CM is the only presentation which is so comprehensive. Each and everything is crystal clear, all the policies, all technologies. So it was so informative. What as business people and industry people, we could have taken 4 days or at least couple of hours to learn. We learned only in half an hour. So we are just by attending this AP session, we have a profit of 3.5 hours and more. So imagine what will happen if you go and invest that estate.
Within a matter of 100 days, we've seen how Andhra Pradesh Chief Minister Chandrababu Naidu has excelled in terms of various sectors, be it education, like we pointed out, or even for that matter, a robust infrastructure. But however, he's also taken up this as a challenge, to challenge the previous government that he is a better Chief Minister and he is all here to transform not just Amravati, but Andhra Pradesh for good. More importantly, Andhra Pradesh government is also looking forward to boost its economy and enhance digital governance as well. Thank you for watching this special coverage on Times Network. Stay tuned for more updates. In Vijayawada, with Samit and Kiran, Shrija for Times Network.